Hello everyone, it's great to see your smiling faces. My name is Victor Prasad. I'm a real estate broker here in Southwest Florida, servicing Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Bonita Springs, and Estero. I create content showcasing Southwest Florida through video and answer some of the most frequently asked questions on the internet. To stay up to date with our local area, be sure to like and subscribe and click that bell notification so you're kept up to date with the latest content. So if you're considering moving or relocating to or from Southwest Florida, be sure to call, text, or email me. By the way, if you found one piece of information in this video helpful in any way, be sure to hit that like button, which helps my channel being found through YouTube's algorithm. Thank you in advance. Also, if you're looking to be a part of our Southwest Florida community, consider joining our Discord community where residents are able to interact with each other, and that link is listed in the description box below. In today's video, we're going to be talking about things to consider when purchasing land here in Cape Coral, Florida. Cape Coral is divided into 4 quadrants. You have the Northeast, the Northwest, the Southeast, and the Southwest. Veterans Parkway divides the North Cape from the South Cape. Santa Barbara divides the East Cape from the West Cape. Northwest Cape is the least developed part of Cape Coral. The Northeast is a second close. However, with time going by, Northeast Cape Coral is getting busier and busier and more developed as far as residential homes are concerned. Southeast and Southwest Cape Coral are the most populated, starting from the southern part of Cape Coral alongside the water, working its way up to North Cape. Southwest Cape, I would say, has the most expensive land and properties and the second most developed part of Cape Coral. South of Cape Coral Parkway and Surfside has considerable amount of expensive land and homes. And Southeast Cape has the second most expensive properties, but is also the most developed over Southwest Cape Coral. Southeast Cape Coral has the best access to Fort Myers with 4 different bridge options: Edison, Cleveland, Midpoint, and Cape Bridge. So if quick access to Fort Myers is a concern, that Southeast Cape Coral is your best option. Northwest Cape is a lot more quiet and not as many developments. There is great value in this area with the type of properties that you're able to purchase versus Southwest and Southeast for a great value. The only difference at the present time is the proximity to certain amenities like your grocery store, your automobile, mechanic shops, just like the everyday conveniences. There are places where you can get your groceries, some shopping and things like that, but it's not as bountiful as comparison to the Northeast, the Southeast, or the Southwest Cape Coral area. So Cape Coral is pretty straightforward as far as the shape of properties that you get. Most of the Cape Coral lots are in rectangular in shape. Some lots are pie-shaped, and you do get an occasional L-shaped property. I actually have a story about that. If you want to click that video up here, that info card, it'll talk to you more about that story about getting a survey. So in every case, in every scenario, make sure you always get a survey done on your property. Oh, the survey generally runs about $350 or so. Now let's move on to the waterfront properties. The northeast part of Cape Coral is the only quadrant that does not have saltwater canals. Speaking of which, there are freshwater and saltwater canals in the northwest, southwest, and southeast Cape Coral. Waterfront properties will hold their value well over time and will always be worth more due to the limited supply. So other things that affect the value of saltwater property in Cape Coral is how many bridges, if you are on a saltwater property, how many bridges are there before you get to open water? Things to take into consideration is the type of boat you have, the water frontage, exposure, view, the width of the canal, depth of the canal, the buildable property square footage, if that property has city water and sewer, properties that have assessments versus property that do not have assessments, which is city sewer and water. Click the info card here for a video that I went over explaining assessments, and it'll give you a resource link on where you could go to if you're looking at a certain property to check that information on your own. So if you have a saltwater property, if you have to put in a well and septic, what your setbacks are. For freshwater properties, it's the same thing that you need to take in consideration with the exception of bridges. Most of them are a fixed height. Freshwater does not lead into saltwater, which leads into open water. Freshwater and saltwater meet, they're blocked by weirs, so there's no way to go from freshwater into saltwater. So here's a bonus. unincorporated Cape Coral. These specific properties are outside of Cape Coral's jurisdiction, meaning that they do not follow the same rules as the rest of Cape Coral. Cape Coral is strict when it comes to the code enforcement. However, it's what makes our city so desirable. So one of the main differences of owning a property in unincorporated Cape Coral is the fact that you're able to do whatever you want on your property. I mean, you could have a fire pit, you could have a pole barn, you could have cows if it's zoned agricultural, or a horse. You could have your horses on your property if you're into equestrian. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options in unincorporated Cape Coral because it's like practically you're getting the land that you want within the city. So it's like the best of both worlds practically. You know, you could park your boat, your trailer, cars, vehicles on your side yard, backyard. It's your property. You could do it however you want. It's almost like if you're not familiar, like Buckingham and Fort Myers, it's more rural out there and it's your land. You could do what you want on your own property. Whereas Cape Coral has a lot of restrictions, code enforcement that doesn't allow you to do as much. One of the big things is you could park your commercial vehicle, tractor trailer, things of that nature on your property on unincorporated Cape Coral. So definitely something to look at. However, there is a very, very, very short supply of these type of properties, and they absolutely go for a premium. I mean, you could find an unincorporated Cape Coral property that is as much as riverfront property, which is insane. So definitely something to take a look for. If you do see a good deal on one, snap it up. So financing. So you can finance land. There is a local lender who requires 25% down and they will finance the land for you. You are able to do something called owner financing. It is something that I don't normally recommend unless you are well versed in real estate laws, contracts, and you have a specific purpose of doing it. Then I would say go ahead. However, if this is your first land purchase here in Southwest Florida, then do not do owner financing. I mean, do not do owner financing. There's too many issues that surround that, and I've seen it not work out multiple times. So if it's your first go around and you're inexperienced, do not do it. All right, the end. All right, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're thinking or even considering relocating to Southwest Florida, be sure to call, text, or email me. I'd love the opportunity to connect with you. And if you want to know more about working, living, playing here in Southwest Florida, then if you haven't already, be sure to smash that subscribe button, click that bell notification so you're kept up to date with the latest content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Remember, own more real estate.